Greetings, Masters, and welcome to the channel. The AoE busting Buster Assassin has hit the game, and well, is she good? Cleopatra is going to be clocking in at 11,088 attack and 13,402 hit points at level 90. Second from the top in HP, but well, second from the bottom in attack. She does have 2 quicks, 1 arts, and 2 buster deck, allowing for an NP buster chain, which is always nice. The 4 hits on her quick card with the star rate of 25.5 is fairly nice and will be generating a good amount of stars. 25.5 is very typical of a 4-hit quick carrying assassin though, with some hitting 25.6, but most settling in that range. 2 hits on the single arts card is very meh, while 1.06% on attack is a bit on the higher end. It's not really a game changer. The 3 hits on her buster though are pretty impressive for an assassin toting 2 buster cards. When it comes to her cards, if you are starting off with an arts card in the first slot, you will be getting about 8.48% NP on that hit, with 12.72 if you use it as the last card. I mentioned that she could rock out some stars with her quick cards, and it's definitely not wrong. 4 to 7 if you use it in that first slot, and 8 to 11 stars popping out if you use it as her third card. An arts quick chain will be netting you a bit of stars, 19 to 29, and about 44.52% of your NP gauge. If you are just going for stars though, Quick Buster Quick will net you the most stars, but at a loss of damage, so go Buster Quick. For skills, you will be familiar with Imperial Privilege from some other servants in the game, but if you're not, well, she has the A version. That's a 60% chance to increase both her attack and her defense for 3 turns, as well as restore her hit points. 20 to 40% on that attack and defense, and 1,000 to 3,000 on the heal. It is a 7-turn cooldown, dropping down to 5 turns at rank 10. This means that you are only going to be missing out on that for 2 turns. That is if it hits. Golden Rule B, this skill can fit so much NP gain into it. NP gain for 3 turns, increase NP gauge per turn for 3 turns, and restores your hit points for 3 turns. So unlike most NP batteries which give you an instant gratification, this skill is going to make sure that you are going all night. 10% of your NP gauge every turn for 3 turns, so that's 30% over the run of it. You also get a 20 to 40% NP gain increase, which is nice. It means that she will be able to get some extra NP off of those quick cards and her single arts card to help get that NP going. She also heals from 500 to 1,000 per turn for 3 turns. Couple this with her Imperial Privilege, and you have an assassin with some staying power. Speaking of staying power, Protection of the Goddess C. Apply Invincible for 1 turn. Remove all debuffs and gain some crit stars. You will be getting 10 to 20 stars, but that is the only change. Other than the cooldown, which at an 8-turn cooldown, this is going to need to be saved for your oh crap button, not your hey I could use some extra stars button. This rounds out the tankiness with a hard counter to the enemy NP, which is fantastic. Her passives are a little bit lackluster, to be honest. Presence Concealment B does help with the star gain a little bit even further, and Divinity D does give you an extra 125 damage, but well, with her low attack stat, it helps, but it isn't the flex tape that you need to fix all that damage. Moving on to her Buster Noble Phantasm, Serpent from the Dawn of Time. This bad boy is the assassin AoE NP that you have been looking for. Increased buster performance by 30 to 70% on overcharge, ahead of the 300 to 500% damage from NP1 through NP5. Sure, it decreases your hit points by 1,000, but with all that healing that she has, who cares, to be honest. But wait, there's more. She will also get an interlude power up for this NP, slapping another 100% damage onto it and applying a 1-shot nullify buff for 3 turns. And that is just a nice extra little perk. Now, when it comes to Ascension and skills, what's the damage? Well, you are looking at 6 feathers and 6 lamps, as well as 9 tear stones of blood and 10 serpent jewels just for her Ascension. The skills are going to be a little bit rough. 9 lamps, 12 feathers, 24 seashells, and 10 scarabs per skill. I would suggest leveling up Golden Rule first, as this is going to be your bread and butter for getting that sweet Noble Phantasm off. I would follow that up with Imperial Privilege for sure, as protection of the goddess. Well, other than reducing the cooldown and the extra stars is nice, it's not nearly as important. When it comes to CEs, well, you are going to want to buff up that Buster performance, so Limited Over Zero, Victor of the Moon, Joint Recital, and Heroine Ellie Chan's Adventure are all fantastic options. If you just want to beef up her Noble Phantasm, Black Grail, Heaven's Feel, and Halloween Princess are all viable options as well. Now, when it comes to teams, she fits very well in a Buster team with the likes of Rama, who can pull off a Buster chain as well, and eat all of the stars that Cleo can produce. The standard fare of supports will work very well with her, so a Merlin, Waver, Hans, and Shakespeare, but the best team is going to be Ozzy. His buff to set up Imperial Privilege to activate 100% of the time is a fantastic synergy, so drop her in a party with Nero and get ready to check your privilege. Cleo is a very fantastic self-sufficient assassin that can not only produce massive amounts of stars for your main damage dealers, but also bring a fair bit of damage herself. Cleo fits very well in main Buster-centric teams, allowing for Buster Chain star production and a Buster AoE Noble Phantasm. She is one of the only 2 Buster card toting assassins with a Buster Noble Phantasm. However, she does have a very low single target burst damage. She has a very low base attack stat coupled with the assassin damage modifier, and without pairing her up with Ozzy, her 1 attack buff is very inconsistent. At the end of the day, she is going to be a fantastic farmer and very much worth your investment if you are able to pull her. So make sure that you give her a little bit of attention, and she's definitely worth rolling for. So anyways, I hope that this has helped you masters out, but I would like to take this time to thank all of the Patreons who help make this channel possible. You guys are fantastic. If you would like to join them, there is a link down in the description, so go ahead and hit that link and sign up for whatever tier you're comfortable with. But if you would like to help support the channel, just hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, drop me a like and a comment, and I will catch you next time. Take it easy, Masters. Peace.
あいうえお菓子したかきくけこんなにもさしすせソフトクリームゴゾロプで